Okay, so I've done these in the past, and they don't really come around very often, so I do enjoy doing them. So this is 100 ways, an easy 100 ways to be a gentleman. Anything that has 100 steps is probably not worth doing. Now, I'm just going to wonder if this is just being polite, okay? Number 1, be a good listener. That's just being polite. Be a loyal friend, keep your word. This is just being a good person, not a gentleman. And anyone that you want to do any business with, if they don't keep their word, I wouldn't trust them with money. Be reliable and on time. Be punctual. This is just not being a complete dick. Trust me, you want to piss me off instantly, be late. Be trustworthy. Again, this is just like, would you like to move ahead in life? Never pull your phone during a conversation or at dinner, even if it's to show someone a photo. Well, it depends on the context. If they ask to see it. Take pride in your appearance. Look sharp, fellas. Well, by whose definition? Open the cab door for someone, even if it's a male friend. No. I might hold the door to a restaurant open if I get to it first, but that's about it. Call or message to check your friend got home safely. No. I might give him a text, but no, I'm just going to assume he made it home. He or she made it home. Make time for what's important to you. Okay. Don't blame others for your failures, but don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, this is called not being a complete pussy. Fold your washing. No one likes a messy room. Depends on how much time I've got. Give more than you receive in the bedroom. It's better if both of you are having fun. What if I just want to go to bed? Never talk about your salary. It won't make you feel better if you learn you're earning more than someone, but it'll make you upset when you find out you're not. Plus, it's rude to talk about money. This actually depends. Take pro wrestlers. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a reason that it was a good idea that like Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash were talking about money. Just saying. No, there's a time and a place where the money conversation is warranted. Again, if I engage in like a live debate with someone and we're both getting paid for it, yeah, I think pay should be equal. I don't want to get paid more or less than the other guy. I mean, okay, unless it's like I'm debating Cenk Uygur. Okay, he can get paid more. Stand when she approaches or leaves the table. No. I might stand when she approaches, but I do that for anyone. But if they're getting up to go to the bathroom, I'm not standing for that. Sorry, unless we're in a booth and I have no choice. Walk on the street side of the curb. I'll walk wherever the hell I want. Be nice to yourself. Stumbles and failures are going to happen. No one's perfect. No shit. But I'm not going to be nice to myself. I'm going to be like, well, I fucked that up. Try again. Compliment her on more than just her physical appearance. What if there isn't any? What if I meet this girl and the only thing she's got is she's hot? She's dumber than a bag of hammers and, doesn't really have a great personality. Pull out her chair. No. Offer your coat when it's cold. Fine. Allow her to order first, but if she isn't ready, don't insist. What about if I'm not ready? Do I have to hurry up? Because, at times, there have been restaurants I've been at where the menu is like fucking, like, what the fuck is going on? Thankfully, they don't exist anymore, but it's like, places that like, well, you pick this protein, you put it with this pasta, and this, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Or the menu makes no logical sense. Like you walk into generic restaurant and there's food from everywhere. Or another classic mistake that I've had from restaurants, the menu is the size of a novel. But yes, typically I do let the lady order first, and I wait patiently until she's ready. Not that hard. That's, again, just being polite. And I would expect the same thing reciprocated to me if I'm not, for whatever reason, not being able to make up my damn mind. Send her flowers for no reason. Well, depends on who this her is to me. Is it a mom, a sister, a girlfriend, wife, fiance? Because it's kind of creepy if it's just some random chick you just met to send her flowers. Walk her to the car, taxi door, regardless of your motive. Again, depends on who this woman is to me. Somebody romantic, fine, not a problem. But if it's like my lawyer or something, no. Hold the umbrella over her. Here's the thing. I don't fucking use umbrellas. I just let the rain hit me. It's just water. It's not that big of a deal. So, sorry, she's shit out of luck because I don't use umbrellas. Treat her to dinner out every so often. Who are we talking about? Okay. Put thought into your dates. How much thought? Like, beginning stage is okay, but if you've been doing it for a little while, be genuinely intrigued with what she has to say. What if I generally don't give a rat's ass what she has to say? I mean, how much am I supposed to fake this? Pay attention while in conversation. You've already said that. I think that was the first thing you said. So we're 27% in, and we've already reached the padding stage. Encourage her to pursue her goals. Sure. That's called being a supportive person. Carry her heavy bags. Fine, fair enough. I'm the stronger of the two. Give a massage to your significant other. You know how good it feels when it's done to you, so return the favor. Fine, fair enough. Have eyes for her and her alone. Well, that's impossible. You can't help that even if you're married to a woman, you might find other women attractive. And by the way, same thing's reciprocated. I guarantee you know that good-looking single friend you have? Yeah. She's thinking about him. Respect her space. Okay, fine, fair enough. Always hold the door open for someone. Depends. If I notice they're right behind me, sure, not a problem. But if they're just getting out of their car, no. Never stop learning, don't be a know-it-all. Fine, fair enough. But when I know a lot, I may come off as a know-it-all. Set your standards and values high. What standards and what values? Those are subjective. What your values are and what my values are probably two completely different things. Maintain a sense of humor. Well, if you're on the left, this is impossible. Don't sweat the small stuff. Keep your cool. You know, generally I agree with this, but it's like, how much small stuff have I just not sweated? Because there comes a point where the small stuff causes an explosion. Be willing to share some secrets. Fine, fair enough, but I have to be able to trust the person to keep their fucking mouth shut. Don't swear. Watch your language. Well, goddamn, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, motherfucker. I mean, I really should watch what my son of a bitch in language. I mean, motherfucker. Yeah, geez, Jesus. Be genuine. I don't even know what that means. Lead by example in all aspects of life. No, that makes no sense. Stand up for ladies or those less fortunate on the bus. No, I'm not going to give up a bus seat. Okay, to be fair, if I see some woman, like, carrying a baby thing, well, first off, I wouldn't be caught dead on the bus. But if I seen a woman carrying, like, a baby or that baby gimmick thing, okay, fine. But if she's just some random woman, no, I'm not going to give up my seat. She came on the bus too damn late. And as for those less fortunate, how do you know they're less fortunate? Maybe he's a multi-millionaire, but he just doesn't want to throw out that fucking filthy sweatshirt. Stay humble and be gracious. I'm sorry, but if you've made it and you've earned it, I think you can brag about it a little bit. You don't gotta be an obnoxious dick, but I think you can brag about it a little bit. Iron your shirts. I don't wear the type of shirts that need to be ironed in the first place. Clean your shoes. Now! Send a handwritten thank you note after attending an event. Depends on the event. Really depends on the event. Thank you for inviting me to your father's funeral. He was the best looking corpse I've ever seen. The beanie weenie could have used work, though. If you can't make it, let people know. Don't just not show up. Depends on the event. And generally, I'll preface it with I might show up, meaning I've already stated there's a chance I'm not going to show up. Jesus Christ. According to this guy, I've got to be writing people notes and then writing them notes that I got shit to do. God, dearest Augustine, I shall not be able to attend your spring cotillion, even though you've asked me 5 years running and every year I've told you to go fuck yourself. Sincerely yours, Dave. Don't have an end goal in mind when going on a date. Depends on the date. Again, if she starts out with, oh, by the way, I stopped by Victoria's Secret and got something. Gee, you might have an end goal in mind. Share your ideas with people. No. No. Especially if I think it's a great idea. I don't want them to steal it. No. Oh, or it depends on if I want to be secretive about something. Always extend a firm handshake. This one I actually agree with. I hate limp handshakes. Make breakfast for her. Well, if you want a morning blowjob, this is certainly a great way to go about it. Forgive others. Don't go holding grudges. That'll eat you up inside. Depends on the... I'd say 90% of the time this holds true, but there is that 10% where they do something that you really just can't forgive. You know, like if it was an accident, you know, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be. If it's something minor and then I'm pissed, okay, that was 2 days ago. Fuck it, let's go drinking. Okay, you really made me mad. All right, you bought me a drink. Fair enough. Water under the bridge. Let's watch the game. But then there's other things. Find a good TV show you both love. What if our interests in entertainment are just diametrically opposed? Go for a walk together. Okay. Never send more than 2 texts in a row. Be careful with your words. Don't pester people, especially on... Is Tinder still a thing? But, okay, again, situations. Depends on if I need something really, really urgently and I'm trying to let this person know, hey, fuckhead, I need you to respond now. Embrace change. Well, change sucks. Don't bitch about old people, or other people. If someone is worth respecting, they're probably already thinking the same thing as you anyways. Depends. Again, this depends on the situation. Generally, though, me personally, I don't bitch about people behind their backs. I go right to their fucking face. Want others to succeed, not to fail. That's just, yeah, okay, fair enough. That's just being a good person. Yes, when my friends start something, like if they start a YouTube channel, I want them to succeed. If someone in my audience starts a YouTube channel, I want them to succeed. Because then they can give me a shout out and gets more eyeballs on my product. Say please and thank you often. I usually do, especially when I'm at a restaurant. Admit when you're wrong. Okay, this is just not being a bitch. Hold on, I'm thirsty. You know, so far, not a lot of these have had anything to do with being a gentleman. It's called not being a dick and not being a bitch. Don't pick fights you don't have to. Good advice, especially since picking a fight, especially if you're a man with another man that you don't know anything about, really bad idea. You don't know where his stress level's at. You don't know if you're the last thing that pushes him over the edge and he finally goes nuts and you end up with 37 stab wounds. You don't know the guy's training. You don't know. So, be comfortable surrounding yourself with good company or none. Fair enough. I don't know what that has to do with being a gentleman. Watch how much you drink. Sure. When I'm out in public, yes, I do. Because I hate that person that's, drunk in public. I drink at home. But while I'm in the walls that I pay for, I'm going to drink as much as I goddamn well want. Fuck you. Be willing to help others. Again, if you would like help reciprocated, you kind of have to help others. There is a limit, though, to my help. I had a friend. They did move out of state. We still keep somewhat in contact. But this motherfucker would get an apartment and then every 3 months want to move. Finally, after the third move, I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm not helping. I've given you 3 and I haven't even asked for payment. Maintain eye contact in a conversation. Okay, fair enough. Move around confidently and with intention. This has nothing to do with being a gentleman. This is basically don't be a little beta simp bitch. Beta gamma bitch. Respect your elders. Depends on the elder. Because, I'm sorry, I met a lot of old people that are dumber than a bag of hammers. Before sending a text, think, what would my mom think if she read this? I personally don't give a rat's ass what my mom thinks about something I write. That's just me, though. So I guess I'm probably not a gentleman to this guy. Guard your reputation with your life. I'm willing to die for a few things, but my reputation, no. You can change that. Be chivalrous, not patronizing. Okay. Learn, observe, and study, but never worship. What? Learn, observe, and study, never worship. Are you talking about the divine or studying grilling. I mean, fuck it. Attitude is everything. Maintain a positive one. Again, depends on the situation. I'm sorry. How the fuck? If you're on the Titanic, you're not going to have a positive outlook. Oh, I'm sure everything will work out just fine. Sorry, there are times when a negative attitude is warranted. Yes, I have this restaurant. I'm $300,000 in debt, and the bank is about 1 second away from taking my home, but keep that positive going. Make reservations for the restaurant. Okay. I mean, okay. Help a lady with her coat, but ask first, may I? No. She can get on her own damn coat. Sorry, she's an adult. Mind your table manners. No. I will refrain from burping, chew with my mouth closed. But that's about as far as I'm going. I'm not going to not have my elbows on the table. I'm not going to drink the way I normally drink. And I'm not going to eat little dainty bites. I don't care. Also, if I get like a bit of sauce on my fingers, I'm not going to use a napkin. I'm just going to lick the damn things. This shouldn't need to be even said, but a gentleman never hits a woman. Ever! I can think of like 17 reasons off the top of my damn head right now why you might want to hit a woman. You probably shouldn't do it. But what if the woman is abusing your child? Like, what if she is strangling your 2-year-old? Can you hit her then? Plenty of situations where I could see giving him a little schmuck, as Sean Connery said. Pay attention to the details. Again, depends on what I'm doing. If I'm putting together a fucking computer, okay, let's pay attention to the details. If I'm grilling steak, I'm not really paying attention to the details. Ask for her family's blessing before proposing. This is kind of antiquated, but what if her family hates you? You two are really in love, but for whatever reason, her family hates you. I'd still say propose to him and then just be like, well, deal with it. Tell her you care every single day. No, that's just annoying. Embrace your inner Fred Astaire. Have a dance and don't stand. I don't even know who Fred Astaire is, so screw it. No, I'm not going to. I don't have an inner Fred Astaire. I don't know who he is or was. Keep your hygiene in check. Fine. This is just so I don't get skin lesions. Be a grown-up. Clean up any unsavory social media profiles from yesteryears. Well, once it's on the internet, it's there forever, so kind of pointless. Find your purpose. That is such a stupid blank statement. I have no idea what it even means. Find your purpose. Well, my purpose right now is doing this stupid list, which I'm getting increasingly irritated with. Be clear about what you want. This is just so you don't this is so you avoid confusion. Don't be greedy. Why the fuck not? Greedy is not a bad thing. I mean, like it or not, Gordon Gekko was right when he said greed is good. Know the difference between confidence and arrogance. You should know the fact that that line is a hell of a lot thinner than you think. Oh, God. We've got 13 more. We're going to get to the end of this son of a bitch. Stay open-minded, but firm in your beliefs and morals. So I'm supposed to be open-minded, but as a consequence of being open-minded, that means my morals may change. And my beliefs may change. I'm going to be open-minded, but I'm not going to change anything that I believe or value based on new information. Okay, that's just incredibly stupid. Never lie to a woman unless it is to surprise her. Again, depends. And again, what is this woman to me? Again, is it someone I care about or just some random woman that I don't give a rat's ass about? Mean what you say and say what you mean. Again, this is not gentlemanly behavior. This is just don't be a bitch behavior. Try not to judge. We all carry prejudices, but make sure you're aware of them. Okay, this is really fucking stupid. Yes, I can make some judgments, and they might be wrong, and if they're wrong, I'll say, whoops, sorry, but if I see a guy, I'm going to assume two things about him right off the bat. One, that he's got a job due to the employment rate right now. And two, I'm going to assume he's straight because about 92% of men are straight. Now, if I see him holding hands with another guy, then okay, fine. I'll assume he's gay. Or I suppose bi. But, yeah. You know, for other assumptions, okay, if I see a guy and let's say he's wearing hospital scrubs, I'm going to assume he has some sort of job in the medical field or a job at a hospital. I mean, you'd be catatonic if you didn't make assumptions. I mean, when you sit down at a cafe and have some coffee, you're assuming the table can support the cup of coffee. You're assuming the chair can support your weight. You're assuming that the barista that made your coffee didn't also put Ipecac in it. You're assuming that the barista that gave you that nice sweet smile is doing it because, well, she works for tips. Oh my God! I'm sorry, but no. To function, we have to make judgments about people, but generally they're correct, and judgments about our daily interactions. Know how to cook at least one good meal. No, learn how to cook several good meals, because if this is your goal with a lady, she's going to get bored with the one meal. Always offer to pay. No. And depend. Who am I out with? I'm sorry, but if I'm out with the boys, then no, I'm not picking up that goddamn tab. Especially now that I'm older. Sorry, some of my friends' liquor tastes have kind of gotten a little expensive these days. I mean, if we just meet up, and, like, if I'm out with, let's say somebody that just turned 21, and we just go out for a quick beer, because he's never been to the bar before, never done that, after work, go get a beer. Yeah, I'll pick it up, because it's one beer, and I don't want him to try to put the change together. Just whatever, I got it, don't worry about it. Know when not to say anything. No, I'm very bad at picking up nonverbal cues. Always offer a drink to your guests and carry their luggage to their rooms. Well, usually if it's a lady, I offer a roofie colada. And carry their luggage to their... No! It's a minor miracle I'm letting him stay in my house. I hate company. Never kiss and tell. Okay, fine. Know when to clap, usually when everyone else is clapping. Know how to tell a good story. Already do. Know the exception to a rule. This whole list, actually, this whole list is nothing but hard and fast rules with no fucking exceptions. According to this list, if a woman is anything other than a complete stranger, if she's just a passing acquaintance, I'm supposed to send her flowers, hold the door, get the chair out for her, walk her to her fucking car. Oh my God, know how to give a good toast. No, fuck it. Be yourself. While myself is doing maybe half the list. Oh my God, what a pile of shit. So that was 100 easy ways to be a gentleman. Guess this ungentlemanly oaf is going to drink some beer now.